Welcome to the silliest thing I saw this week. My name is Dave Pyper, and we are presented by Vuori, makers of the most comfortable clothing on the planet. You can get 20% off your first order of the softest activewear in the game if you go to vuoriclothing.com/Harris or click the link below. I'll be talking about Vuori a little bit later in the show, but on to football. I want to kick off today's show in Green Bay, where Baker Mayfield was having a crazy day, and part of that was this touchdown to Evans. After the touchdown, Evans nearly hits the sound guy and runs up to the stands to give a lucky fan the ball. And there's a lot going on here, so we're going to have to do this in parts. But first, I want you to keep an eye on the guy in the orange cap. I think he's going here to try and prevent Evans from doing the Lambeau leap. It's just a hunch, but instead Evans was going over to the stands to hand this guy the ball. This hero is an away fan at Lambeau Field, and this man should be celebrated, even if he is an adult wearing a pirate costume at a football game. Our hero runs down and leans against this gate here, which swings open on his weight. He actually gets two hands on the ball and holds onto the ball. Take notes, Mike Evans. I don't think this guy knew the gate was going to open. The orange cap reaches out for stability, and Evan comes in to help, while the security guard runs up, realizing someone has come through the gate he is probably in charge of. Security boss rushes in and immediately goes for the ball. You'd think that would make the pirate get focused on the ball, but no, he gets a high five from Mike Evans first before getting to the guard. And we see that the guard and the pirate kind of square off. I'm really hoping that the pirate got to keep this ball. I Googled, couldn't find anything on it. At least he'll have a funny story to tell if he didn't get the ball. Guys getting hit in the nuts is always funny, and it will never not be funny to me. And Tucker Kraft gave me a chuckle here. Kraft is wide open here and hightails it down the sideline, sees a defender and tries to leap over D. Delaney. And at first glance, it didn't look too bad, but after seeing the replay, it looks like Delaney's shoulder goes right into Kraft's boulders, if you know what I mean. Delaney gets low and hits Kraft in the stones. D gets small and hits him in the ball. You guys get it. I don't need to keep going. Kraft takes a play off, and funny enough, the play right after, I would have never seen this, but it happened to be the play right after. Kenyon Drake almost loses this handoff behind his back. He grabs it with one hand and brings it back. I just thought that was kind of nuts too, so I figured I'd throw it in. The Cleveland Browns had one go down to the wire and had my stomach in knots when this Hail Mary was batted down and Darnell Mooney somehow didn't hold on to this ball. It's in his hands, and then it isn't. Listen to Mark Sanchez go, oh.
End zone, deflected, tipped, and intercepted.
There's a lot of speculation around the league on how Mooney didn't hold on to this ball. But if you've seen this show before, we all know who to blame. That's Ghost Ghosterson, the invisible 12th man. Speaking of not holding on to the ball, Sunday night, we all got to see the Jags face off against the Ravens. And on this 3rd and 17, Trevor Lawrence decides he's going to try to get the first down with his legs, but instead he just lets go of the ball here. He's not even changing hands. Maybe Lawrence is just so strong that when he moves his arm down with that much force, the ball has no other option than to just pop out. I'm not sure what exactly is going on in the Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver room, but it seems like they have a bit of an effort problem. A couple of weeks ago, it was Deontay Johnson. And now we have George Pickens carrying a little bit less than anyone else on the field. Here's old Risky Trubisky throwing the ball right over Pickens' head, and you can see that George isn't at all interested in making a tackle here. He actually kind of just veers right away from the ball and the play. But this wasn't nearly as bad as his run blocking effort later on. Here we get to see an outside run from Jaylen Warren, and keep your eyes on Pickens here. He barely makes an attempt at blocking for his running back. You have to think that George Pickens just put out a simple block here. Jaylen Warren scores a touchdown. Now, some say this is disappointing to see, but as a Browns fan, I'm okay with it. I want to take a second to thank Vuori, as we do every week. They are the sponsor of the show, and they are the reason that this show happens. If you haven't heard, Vuori makes some of the most comfortable clothing on the planet. I wear Vuori when I'm playing in the park with my kid, but I really love how soft and comfortable the clothing is. I really appreciate it when I'm working on this video. I'm in my joggers right now. It's nice to be in a very comfortable setting when recording, but if you like this video, check out vuoriclothing.com/Harris for 20% off your first order. Using that link will let Vuori know that we sent you, and that way hopefully they'll sponsor my little show again next year. So if you like the show and you want to show your support, just go ahead and click the link below in the box and enjoy your new comfortable clothes. Thank you, Vuori. Would you like some more? Would you guys like some more? Here's a little extra. How about this hilarity from the Jets-Dolphins game? Here, Tua gets sacked, and we see Quinnen Williams celebrate with a waddle, mocking the waddle celebration, and the Finns are forced to punt. The Jets get the ball back, and of course go 3 and out, and Miami gets the ball right back, and on the very first play from scrimmage, Tua drops this dot to Waddle, and we see the real thing. Look, even owner Stephen Ross is trying his Waddle again. I can say this is a much better attempt than what we saw earlier in the year. So well done, Stephen. Well done, all of you guys in the comments last week. It was awesome to connect with you guys and hear what you guys think about the show. I read every comment. I reply to almost all of them. So hit me up in the comments, like and subscribe. I will see you guys next week.
Thanks so much for watching. Please, please, please smash that like button, write a comment, tell us who else you'd like to see us review film on, and of course, best of all, please subscribe to our channel and then click that little bell above the subscribe button and you'll be notified whenever we post a new video.